The SMITE World Championships is fast approaching once more. Season 3 is about to hit its climax, and we get to see the best teams in the world compete on the biggest stage of them all. We'll have to see how these teams work out, but from my eyes, it's nice to look into and see just how good China have become. China will be sending their team to the world stage once more, after growing in the international scene over the past few years. Harbin are this year's Chinese representatives, and they will be looking to build on the success after their region defeated both Oceania and Latin America at Season 2 World Championships. 3 Worlds rookies will represent Harbin and China this year. Their mid, solo and hunter players will be making their first appearance on the world stage. 2 players, however, have been to the World Championships before. Bing, the support player, at the Season 1 World Championships, playing for Doge's dog as the support there as well. It wasn't a successful showing from them, as they failed to even win a game.
Hey, Thor goes, bring it on!
The snipes do connect, and Thor's the one that gets the last hit on that for the deer side for Wheel of Bacon. They're not even interested in the fire giant right now. You know why, Gandhi? Because they can end the game and get themselves into day 2.
The other player you may recognise is Wan Kidal, the jungler for Harbin, and probably one of their biggest assets. Wan Kidal was part of Kwaigu Reapers, who made it to the quarterfinals of the Season 2 World Championships, where they were eliminated by Cloud9, the defending champions. That China team did have good success earlier in the tournament, however, up against Oceania's Avant-Garde, which they eliminated the Oceania hopefuls and sent them back down under.
Down goes the ultimate, and here it is, down goes the Titan. Avant-Garde, see you later.
Looking at picks and bans, things have progressed a lot in China. Some of the top considered bans in the Western world are still being banned in China as well. The one note we can take from the picks and bans is how Harbin's opposition during China's regional finals, Team Waterfall, banned both Loki and Bakasura every game. This could be down to the meta, or this could be down to 1 or 2 players on Harbin who are clearly too dangerous with these gods to allow them through. Though some assassins were ran in the solo lane, it's not really that unusual to see. Cupid is probably the most interesting selection played by both teams in the China regional finals. Clearly the buffs to Cupid had an impact on the meta of their region. The gameplay from Harbin is as to be expected, very, very aggressive. Early game, they will look to invade and apply pressure to the enemy jungle, looking for level 1 fights and keeping them pinned in their own half of the map. Though this strategy and tactic doesn't work well for Wan Kidal or his solo laner every single game, it does, however, allow their mid laner, whose name translated into English is a lazy cat, to get ahead in terms of experience and gold. The lazy cat, however, does not appear to be performing like his name suggests, showing solid performances on Kronos, Sol and Scylla. On the international stage, it will be interesting to see how he performs against some of the best mid laners in the world. Harbin have the whole weight of their region on their shoulders. Their first match will be against North America's Luminosity, and that aggression they have showed in the early stages of the game could really put some pressure onto Luminosity, as we have seen them in the past really struggle with the early invades. China in Season 2 did manage to make it through to the quarterfinals. It's going to be interesting to see if Harbin can do the same or exceed the previous goals China had put forward for themselves. You can find out too at HiRezExpo, which will take place between the 5th of January and the 8th.